taking a moment. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. Ooh. Alright. I do not know why, but Restream is continuing not to work for me very well. Clearly an error on my end that I'm gonna have to do some debugging for at some point. I will sort that out in the future. But yeah, it just means there's no Twitch streams this week. The horror means I don't get harassed by some rando going, hey, can I pawn off my design skills here when I really don't need them. Not in this context. And not when I'm this poor. Alright, so where we left off, we were getting back into the hallway shooter game. As you can see, again, hasn't been touched since last Friday. Oh. Trying to make sure that I am not working on it in my free time. To be fair, I don't have much free time. I've been programming a 3D render engine. I think I've talked about it a bit at this point. And it is... yeah, it's taken a lot out of me. Alright. So, with all that taken into consideration, let us kind of think about where we're at with the game. So let's open up the game. So there's a few main things I want to work on today, and I mentioned this to my friend I was talking to yesterday. If I really wanted to, if I'd done some more prep, this could be done today. Let's be very realistic with this. This is not a extremely hard concept to have done, and at this point we're doing relatively good with it. The problem is, for example, that we do not have a post-game screen. That's something we need to work on. Which is easy enough. It would just be like high score, time, multiplier, or whatever. And we'll go from that. To be fair, I don't feel like I need to add a time multiplier because time is irrelevant outside of actually, if you understand the game, you'll know to wait for certain things as timings, but hey. Oh, I was also talking to my mate about this. Fun fact, technically speaking, I would never have actually needed to have a single pixel as the drawer if I really wanted to, but it's just funnier to do it this way. Again, this is a partial challenge dock, and it allows for a lot of malleability for if anyone does actually intend to use something like this project as a foundation, and they can work with it pretty easily from that point onwards. So what do we want to add? We've got a couple of things we want to add today. Let's pull up Paint and talk about the things that we want done today. So we want to add a post-run screen. That's the big thing that we'll work on first. Then we're going to add music to the game, which I have downloaded one track of music to use for the in run, and we'll try and find a like menu one potentially, because you kind of probably want a difference between the two. I don't know, maybe we don't even have audio in the menu, we don't know. But we've got these two as things, and then let's see, we'll do a little balance pass to try and improve the way that the game feels. I think that's the three main tasks for today. Now, I want to stress, what does this actually leave left? Well, what's left to do is a final pass on the gameplay loop. Oops. So we've got a final pass to do on the gameplay loop, so final balance, all that sort of stuff. We've said this before, this is a mobile game, we're going to want a probably main menu, oops, ad to the bottom of the screen. So easy enough to thing with it, and that's pretty much it. Just again, past that, it's just final tweaks. So this is how we're at. This is why I'm saying, like, could this have been done today? Potentially, if I wanted to push hard for it. I want to guarantee these three things. If we have time, we'll start maybe working on the ads thing, and then regardless, we'll probably have one more stream of working on this project, and that one stream, it's going to be the end of it. After that, then I will, like I said, I will upload the code base for this, the project file, sorry, over on the Ko-fi thing. You can grab it for like a New Zealand dollar, and then I will try and submit this to like the App Store and all that shit. I don't know how that process will go. We can even talk about that process as I'm doing it. We will see. But yeah, abomination of a code base, and it doesn't even compile the animations from the blocks. Yeah, just manage. Oh, you're still going with that shit? Yeah. Fun. So that's where we're at now. The in-between menu is actually relatively easy. This is why, like, I say there's a good shout that we get more than just these three things done today. Realistically speaking. Just have UI and no actual stuff behind it yet. It do be like that. So, what we're going to need, and I want to stress, I'm doing this a lazy way. We are doing a lazy option for the post-game screen. The reason why I stress that it is a lazy option is because it is continuing with a lazy option that we've picked, which is using multiple rooms for things that kind of don't need it. You see, we could actually just make a switch statement of some kind. Because if you think about it, right, room equals this, and this is how we track this stuff. This could be a macro or an enum, and it would be no different. And in fact, it would probably make the game smaller. It does have some complications that can come with it. It means that we don't have the same power of purge stuff that we have currently. but nonetheless means that we have this is the less optimal way of doing it. What am I doing? I need to do it. We'll do it good old let's see, post run. So by doing this, we have all of the same stuff as we've had before. Now, what do we want with post run? Well, post run is going to have a singular button, and then it's going to have your score and I guess a well done, you scored this. Now, I will stress there is one other thing that I could be adding, and this is one of those things I need to do a bit more research on this. And that is what is it? Like a high score. Board. That's something that we might work on next time if we do end up getting free time this time to work on some of these other things. But that's one of those things of like, I'm not 100% confident on the answer for that, and I need to have some assurances that it will work. So, with this being the case, this means that we'll need to make a button for it, and we'll need to make some UI for it. So we'll probably okay. I do not want the cache directory, good lord. Case rm host run. There we go. So we're going to yoink this. Gonna return to main menu from this. There's gonna be some alterations we need to make here, but we'll get to that in a sec. So we're probably gonna yoink. That. And I need to add that to all of the so I need to add that. Is it here? I believe is where I need to add this to bring this down to there. Let's just make post run main room for the moment so we can actually just see. Oh man, have you seen some of the fucking cool shit going to Game Maker soon? Loved looking at that. Oh yeah, the fucking object's not getting created. Just do this for a moment. Okay, things are probably not getting set correctly is the main thing here, but you know, it works. Okay, oops, that was the wrong button. Delete that. This comes back down, so it's main menu again. Workspace. First close that. Okay, and then we're going to want this, which is show score. I always love forgetting that I can just do this. Okay, and then I'm going to turn this to C lime. To give it a slight difference. Okay, we'll do this. Do this correctly this time to make it faster. There. Boom. Now we need to add in to the step event a bunch of changed functionality. So how do we end the run? Player, yeah. So there's a function for player damage, which I'm assuming has my end run effects. Here it is. So we change that to room post run. Then go back to the controller, so we actually add the ability to press that button. So first of all, I need to grab this coordinates. If room equals RM post run. And then I need to get this part. Then room equals RM main menu. So now when the player loses, they should go to the post screen, see their score, and go from there. Just gonna try and take as much damage as I can. Okay, so some things aren't quite right, and that's fine. Interesting. So one of the big ones I'm seeing there is this. Needs to probably be moved to... There's a few things that's here that probably needs to be changed. So that needs to probably come out of here. And again, we need to add case, RM, post run, break, add that there. Take this and not fully remove it, but we need a copy of it. Just for emergency sake. And then wondering, because I was hearing the player chute going still. So now if we... Actually, no, wait, I need to... I think it's in the step event at the top, right? I have a thing for player take damage. I have create player. I could just change this to player damage. Just force us to lose fast. Dev tools, yay. Cool. So the positioning is off, which is fine. And I have a few things to think about that. It's all of this stuff. Okay, and then... Is this even necessary, having it like this? Why do I have it as it's the border from center point, right? We'll see what happens when I do this. Okay. Cool. So we're seeing what we kind of want to see there. The only thing we're missing now is this. Which sets up our text the way we want it to. Boom. Cool. There is one thing we just saw there that might be worthwhile doing something about, which is creating a input buffer delay. for room switching. There's a few ways to do that. I'm trying to think what's the best way. Because I don't think there's a easy way to just mute inputs, right? We'll see. See if there is any better answers. Okay, yeah, so it is basically the boring ways to do it. Alright. Do we do that now? We can probably do that now. It's easy enough, all the mouse input is in one location after all. So I'm gonna want two things. I want a time source and I want a variable. And then we want T input disable equals time source create time source game. Period of time is probably just going to be like that. Time source units seconds. Callback function. Gonna do it manually here, and it's just gonna be a global. Let's see. Input loud equals true. Seems easy enough. I might write a really quick function for this. What should we call it? Input disable. Yeah, just call it that. Okay, so first of all, time source start O controller dot T input disable and input allowed equals false. Nice and simple. And because we're doing, again, this is why I say, like, kind of doing rooms makes certain things easier. This is one example. Is now we can trigger on room start, so anytime the room changes, input's disabled for 3/4 of a second. Now, one other thing we can add is with game pause. No, we don't want it on game pause, but we do want it here. So this just creates a little bit of a buffering window, which should give the player enough time to lift their thumb off the screen, for example, is the idea. So one of the best examples is here. It didn't really kind of do what I wanted it to. Okay. To be fair, it is also like a super short amount of time, so maybe that was too short. Maybe I need to give it a little bit longer. Give it a full second, see if that changes it. Oh, I haven't even... That's why. You know what would be really good if we're going to set up a system like this? If we actually fucking implemented it. Wow, it's incredible. There we go. So now we should have it. So if I press these, yeah, there's a small delay there. I don't know how obvious that was. That was me holding the button down the entire time. That's me again holding the button down the entire time. There we go. Now there is a concern I do have, which is exiting the run. I think how I want to handle the exit run is like, so when the player chooses to exit the run, because the player might choose to just quit the want to quit the game, right? Every turn, how I'm doing pretty well. This little game project has come quite far along. So yeah, let's get opt-in quit from main game sorted. So we're probably going to put that in the top left, because if we look at the screen when it's paused, again, keeping in mind this is a game designed around a mobile device. If we're designing around the concept of a mobile device, there's these considerations that need to be made. That's why these buttons could be spaced a bit better, because technically speaking, if you hold your hand in front and kind of think like that sort of thing, if you're holding it, the buttons are kind of close, but you can more or less not press the same one easily without interacting with the next one. In the pause menu, okay, pause button might need to be increased in size, but if we think about it, the left side here is probably a good bit to add the quit, because it means that you do need to press this side of the screen, then that side of the screen, and you're not pressing it down the bottom, because down the bottom's easier to accidentally press. Or what is this game about? This is how many episodes in are we for this? It's in the description of the video. It is a mimicking of one of those hallway shooter ad games. I describe it best in the first episode of the series, but that's kind of the shorthand of what it probably is best described as. So we're going to add quit to menu here, and it's going to be a draw sprite. And it's going to have a draw text. That's the two things we're going to have for this. So its position, however, is the big change. Its position will be 0 and 0. This is going to be the top left. Then we're going to probably make it a lot smaller. Okay. I haven't been watching the mobile dev streams or any of them for that matter. Fair enough. I understand that's probably what was going on, but yeah, no, we're coming to the end of it. That's why it's just like, yeah, no, it's shorthand of it is it's a very weird little dev workshop with a very short amount of streams that are going to be done for it. Again, I cannot stress enough, it's maximum one more stream after this. That's what's going to be used to work on this. I kind of want to get the same sort of code as this. So with 0, so it is the not UI width, but res width divided by 10. And I think I just copied that over so it stays as a square. Color can be sea gray as well. Alpha is that. And then just, I mean, I can just yoink this. All right. And we take res height. No, it's just 0. Okay. And then there it's 5. Whoops. Clearly I didn't put the right thing to my copy there. Okay. Oh, I see what's happened. Whoops. Because UI width is a capital for some unknown reason. I love always changing my rules too often. Mild inconsistencies like that are the worst about programming. Okay, almost there. This needs to go before this. Because it needs to still maintain this rule. That's how we get the position right. Almost. See if we can make this look a little bit better. For a quit. Again, just making the bare minimums. Oh, game's having a moment. Almost. Does it need to be a bigger number or a smaller number? We're getting there. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. This is kind of one of those just I'm trying to see if I can get a good spot with just eyeballing it and being lazy. Yeah, like. Because once we do this, we'll add the music, which, I mean, the fact that this took less than an hour so far, and this has been several little detours as well. Yeah, there you go. So now we just need to add the in-step event for this. So while game is paused, kind of need a very similar thing to this. And it should probably be a priority. If mouse x coordinates is less than or equal to this. To be honest, it's so easy to mistake, especially when someone has gone wrong and it's a fix. Did you know there is it the Greek question mark? Here's one of those little fun facts for the day. Question mark. Here we are. This is the Greek question mark. It's that. Did you know that that's not actually one of these? It is completely different in terms of how the computer treats it. Yet it looks exactly the same. If you ever want to ruin someone's day when they're programming, grab one of these, copy it, and paste it on the code. Somewhere. Randomly. Well done. You've now created an error that they'll never understand. Genuinely. It is actually like the devil's fucking playground for that shit, man. It is one of the worst things you can ever do to a programmer, and it's very funny. Quick, make a short of that. It's funny. Haha. There we go. Reminds me, I forgot to actually schedule my short, so today's short was late. It was literally when I woke up, I looked and I was like, why is none of my shorts up? Oh. So I just released one. What did I release this morning for my short? Oh, the teenage boy culture shock. So there is an argument to be made. What I could actually be doing here is I could make an error check as well in case the player presses this by accident and goes, hey, by the way, you're about to quit the run. Are you okay with that? We can do that, but I'm gonna do that later if I'm gonna do it. I'm lazy, okay? Leave me alone. So now when it works, we press this, we go straight to there. We have an official gameplay loop ability. Continuous gameplay allowance. The only thing this is actually missing from the normal rules that a game should have is the ability to quit the game without having to close the window. But again, just as a reminder, this is a mobile game design. You don't need to do that with a mobile game. So, yay, advantage. With that being the case though, that moves us on to next thing. So we've done the post-run screen. So let's work on music, shall we? So first things first, let's toss in a song, the one that I found earlier. This is one I prepared earlier. This is a royalty and such free one. I will show where I got it later. But there we go. And I need to add it to here. Now, we do not have an audio controller technically in here. So we have to do the audio controlling from the controller, and we got to do something a bit weird with it. So we're gonna go find menu music later. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna handle the music stuff here. I'm going to quickly just pull up my other project so I can use it as a reference for what I'm about to write. Just because it can get a little complicated. So I will be writing it all on screen. I'm just getting the reference on the other screen. And then we can go look for the main menu music shortly. Because I'm also planning on doing something slightly weird here that I'll explain in a bit. So if I go to my personal main project that we do programming for on the other streams, and go to its audio controller, and I think it's room start that I want it with. Yep, cool. So gonna want to run audio stop all. Now this is where I say, this is where we start getting a bit weird. Normally what I should do is I should have that up here, but that's why I say, so what we're gonna do instead is we're going to have a system where the main menu and the post run have the same song playing, and it will not try and interrupt that song. So what we're going to have here is if not audio is, whoops, audio is playing is, sorry, BGM thing. Should give it a shorter name, but fuck it, I don't care. Then audio play sound. Then we get BGM thing, priority 0, loops yes, and there we go. That should be fine. Cool. And then we're going to have in the post run. Yeah, it'll be in the post run underneath the camera. We'll have this just like this for now, but we'll change it. So I'm just gonna quickly pause our music over here. So now we have music. And it loops as well. I specifically picked one that would loop well. And it actually works out pretty nicely. I was pretty picky with my music, I'll be honest. So what do we think? gets very loud. Oh, there's the boss spawn. And we should make the boss do like an absurd amount of damage, right? Well, it's supposed to kill the player, basically, so... we could make it do like 10 damage or something. Scaling with time somewhat. But there we go. Sorry, I was really enjoying that. That was actually really fun. Okay. So, okay, that begs the question, how do they do damage again? Player damage. So we probably want to change player damage to actually take an input of how much damage they take. So... or I could just make it a thing of, nah, we'll just make it have a default. So damage equals 1. That's not supposed to be there. Whoops. Okay, so repeat damage. Break. And then we need a value to be passed to enemies. Yeah, here we go. Here's enemy spawn stuff. Owner value damage equals 1. And controller, because this is where we had the boss. Damage equals What did I say? 10, and then I was going to also have plus... No, we have this as fucking time, so it's getting super scary. Floor of... Ooh. This is going to be a really weird calculation that I kind of want to do here. It's going to make it easier. Right. Okay, so minutes times 10 plus seconds times no divided by 10. And then that is divided by 25. So let's see if I got this calculation in my head right. Say it is 2 minutes, so it'll be 2 times 10 will equal 20. Then we have say 30 seconds, so 30 divided by 10 equals 3, so it will be 23. No, then it will be wrong. Immediately I can see the problem. Shit. Well, I mean, I could do it by 23. But it's still not going to give me my answer correctly. No. I mean, there is another answer. Which is... that. So that does mean that, like, very quickly this boss will get to the point where it'll just one-shot the player if they're not... You need to kill the boss pretty aggressively, otherwise it's just gonna wipe you out and you're not gonna be able to recover. That's the idea. One thing I wanted to add, by the way, is I want to add if not game pause. this. Because it's something that's just been slightly bugging me. Is that I can't, like I could either make it so I press this and it works, or I can, yeah, I mean, that's the main thing. I can either make it so I can press this to unpause or what, but. Okay, the other thing I do need to remember to have set up correctly is I need to have this. Forgot. There we go. There we go. Okay, what did we want to do next? It was go see if we can find more audio. So, to where we got that song was from here. Pixabay. So, I have read through a fair bit. They basically have rules of everything. And I just scrolled through and we found... Which one was it? This. This was the song that we used. See? I know it's very loud, but you kind of got to go with it. So that was how we found that. So now we need to find one that's for just generic menu. So let's go back onto here. What do we want to have for the menu, the main menu? Some lo-fi. See if there's some good lo-fi. That could loop. Don't really think that having that sound effective thing goes well with what we want. Again, keeping in mind we want something that's kind of loopy. I don't like the crunchy. Why has this got super loud stuff? Again, we're just playing around with these, trying and find a good menu one, because again, like this is what it is. It's a process of trying to find a nice one. Don't want anything that has like that audio to it. Like, don't want basically people talking in the background. Chill. What does chill get us? Again, I'm not saying that I don't like some of these, I'm just for the context of what we want. We need to keep that in mind. So like that doesn't work really. Weird. Yeah, no. No. Preferably we want something that loops well as well. It's the big thing. Chill. Just search by loop as well in case. Loop. Looping background. So that gets us. Coding night. How does this have adult content in it? What? Okay, I can't easily pull it up then, I guess. Go with that. That sounds really good, honestly. Especially keeping in mind menu music isn't going to be hugely thinged. Like that, it's just going to be an aspect of it all. Then add the BGM aspect of that. Go back to controller and add that into our list. Unpack loop. So now what we're gonna do is we're first gonna put our fucking normal music back on. Hell yeah. So again, this is kind of where I point to the fact of a lot of people will make arguments of, oh, well, I can't make a good game because I'm not a good musician, or I'm not a good artist, or I'm not a good this and that. Now, I know I've technically used something of a similar argument myself of complaining about, like, art. Art is one of the biggest holding factors on my current game that I'm working on. That's why I'm making this. There's a fucking single pixel in this. That's the only art in here. Music, we just got copyright free from just Googling copyright free music. Sound, we did in another stream where we just pulled up a thing and made sounds really, really quickly. These are only excuses to overscoping. If your game was good, it shouldn't need fucking RPG MMO level graphics. It's the same with a good comic or a good book or anything like that. It doesn't need a good cover or it doesn't need good drawings to make it good. It needs good writing. Good drawings and good cover really help, but that's it. If you actually, like, give me a second. This book here I have, comic collection thing. Absolutely love this. Now let's see if I can find a good random page. We'll grab chapter 8. Oh, Jesus. Did not like that. Alright. This way. Does this look like incredible art skills? I would argue no. I think they're cool. And the general visual style is just that. Fun fact, this is Nimona. This was the one that we saw a Netflix movie of and did really well. And that is their polished up version as well. It used to look worse than that. Back when it was just webcomic stuff. Yet it is an incredibly cool story and has a lot of cool stuff to it. And this is where I kind of point at the fact of, again, if it's compelling, if it's good gameplay, all that sort of stuff, and you do good advertising, mind you, but like, if people are going to play your game, they're not going to play it because of just the visuals. Stardew Valley is a perfect example of this. Minecraft is a perfect example of this. Like, there are so many games that are the top sellers or the most, like, famous games out there that don't have good graphics. Or don't have an incredible visual style that's, like, Final Fantasy fucking 15 level sort of prettiness. Not saying those games are bad, those games have got their own charm to them, but like that's kind of the point, is its visual style isn't what sells the game 100% of the time. So using it as I can't do music, it's like go find some. Oh, I can't do art, go find some. Or make shitty art. Use stopgaps. I'm just upset because I had with art because of my background and everything behind that, and the fact that I do have an expectation level with that game. Other games I won't. I'll have different expectations. So work it like that. Right. So conversion from block to code has begun. Ooh. So this is the change we're going to make here. Is if the normal music isn't playing, then stop all sound and then play the normal music. Audio play. So this means, if we copy the same code here, it should always play the main menu music in all contexts other than the game. And then the game music will play when the game plays. So I'm just going to pause that music again so we can hear the game. Yep, no skip over. There we go. So we've now introduced music fully to the game. We won't need to add any more music. Now again, I want to stress in the licensing of the website. If we pull this up, do not need to attribute the author. I can, it would be appreciated and all that, but that's kind of what I'm doing with this stream. I am stressing, we got it from Pixabay. It is free. Does not need attribution. Do not claim as your fucking own though. I don't know if it's got a thing about that anywhere. But I will not claim that that is my content, but I'm just also not going to attribute it. Because that's not, again, the point of this game that we're doing. There's not going to be any credits in it. There's not going to be fucking anything. It is just a game getting made. So this is my answer to, can you do, like, yeah, again, can you make a game easily? Yes. There is a lot of easy ways and a lot of step arounds that a lot of people will not think about. But they're there. So, do not, in any capacity, underestimate how fucking awesome this shit is sometimes. We're in an era where making a video game is super easy. So fucking go make games. What was the next on the list? So we've added music. So it's a balance pass. I kind of already did a little bit of a balance pass. And I don't think I want to change it too much more. Works very simply now. Nice. Well done, well done. But yeah, so I'm probably not going to do too much towards balance overall, more than I already have. Because what I need to do is I need to send this to people and see what people think about the gameplay loop of this. So I've got like 2 or 3 people I'm going to send this off to and get their opinions. I might see if I can send it to a few other people quickly. And go like, hey, can y'all test this out and just tell me your thoughts? On how the gameplay is, if it's too difficult, too easy, like what, and we can move from there. So, since we've only spent a fucking hour and a half on all of that, I genuinely thought that was going to take at least 2 hours. Fuck, okay. If not longer. Let's go look up how to add fucking ads, should we? Because like final pass on the gameplay loop kind of comes with balance pass, so those two are kind of intermingled. We've done a little bit of a balance pass, but there's a couple of things that I still think are not quite right. As I essentially create conversation systems between the yeesh. I mean, GameMaker is going to soon allow for Java and JavaScript use, which I'm fucking dreading. Sure, it means that I have way more room to maneuver and work with, but like I also hate the idea of being allowed to use that stuff because it means I'm going to use it. I do not want to use it. Nobody wants to use it. Fuck that. Okay, let's have a look at, let's do some quick Googling of how to add mobile ads to, how to add that, and then we're going to go game maker in case there's some specific stuff for that. There's a video. iOS and Android mobile Google mobile ads ad mob setup. Let's see, Google is primarily directed towards supporting their Android platform. They do provide the AdMob platform to deliver advertising to both things. We'll talk about the steps required to set up your game on the dashboard. You should do now, it's free, and also ensure that you have your game set up and running on the target platforms. You can find your setup guides from the following links. Okay, I'm gonna look at one of the setup guides. How can I scroll? Because there's clearly more info on the fucking screen. That's very strange. Okay, so I need to do some Mac OS stuff as well. Yeah, the fucking thing turns up on the side of the screen and then disappears. Okay, I can't scroll at the moment for some reason on these things. Oh, that's really annoying. Took me weeks to get ads working back when I used GameMaker. The amount of effort it took, blah blah blah. Is if you really want to implement ads, complete the development of your entire game first, then implement ads at the very end. I watched videos back in the day and read some documentation. Android, iOS, they have updated things. Yeah, so it's AdMob is what I'm would be using apparently. Okay, so there are some videos on this topic. Might need to watch those at a later stage myself. We will see. Damn, I finished this way faster than I was expecting. I wasn't kidding when I said I could probably have been done today. Fuck. I actually don't know what to do. Is there anything else I should implement? Oh, let's give it a bit of a visual cleanup. Let's make the game look a little bit nicer. With some stupid memey things. How do I actually do what I was just thinking about? Okay. This function can set the sprite index of the background element. I don't really care about that. Do I? Um... Hmm. Mm-hmm. What is the best way to do this? Because there's a very, very easy way to do what I'm just thinking about. But I don't want to do it that way. Because then it's less fun and challenging. Because I did have a code for this at one point. I don't think I have it anymore though. No, I do not have it anymore. That's unfortunate. That code would be really fucking helpful right about now. I wish I remembered the code. Do I have it in maybe one of my old versions? Let's see. Because this would be fucking fun if I could do it this way. Again, so what I'm thinking about doing, in simple explanation, is this is the screen. I want to, so this is the lines on the side. I want to draw in this area like a green patch or some, I want to be able to just draw with that. And then I want it to move somewhat. I mean, it doesn't really matter if it moves or not, right? Yeah, fuck it, doesn't matter if it moves. Fuck it, we'll do, if we want to make it move, we'll do it another time. Because this is where I say, like, technically if we weren't just using one sprite, it would be really cool to do some of this stuff. But it doesn't actually matter now that I think more and more on it. Draw, what am I drawing? Draw sprite extend. Sprite. This. SP pixel. -1. Okay, so we're going to take this. And this. And then the X scale is going to be this. And the Y scale is going to be this. Rotation is 0. Color is C. Do we want it as just fucking, no, C lime is already used. Green. And then the alpha can be 0.7 for now. See what this looks like in game. Doesn't fit right. Also gets drawn over more things than I would like. Of course it does. I think I need to remove that part. Let's play around with this for a bit. Get it at the positioning right before I care more about the layer point. Nope. Is it just lane gap that I need? No. Because this was too much. Oh, is it fucking supposed to be this? Would that do it? Close. Now we just need that extra little nudge of this. That should give me what I want. If I need to, I will bracket it. That is what I need to cover the full area. No, I need more. It's probably ×2 for this as well, just because of the way we've done everything. Slightly annoying, but you know, it is what it is. Yep. Is definitely much harder to see the enemies, so we're gonna have to just, it's gonna be some instance layer positioning things. So I could probably give some more enemy spawn points at this point than just the 3. to mix up the diversity. I think I'm thinking 5 could be added. To give, again, just a little bit more interesting stuff going on for it. So we're about to get a boss, see how scary that is. No, it's killable. To be fair, I'm considering this a lucky run, so this is definitely like way better than a lot of other runs have been. God damn, we're doing well. I can see this actually just being like a really nice time passing game. Like the more I think on it. I'm enjoying this. Its charm would definitely run out very quickly. I will accept that as an argument. Just kind of why I want to add a little bit more randomization with the spawn locations, but like even then at this stage, none of that would even matter. Oh my god, I've got like 45 PS. I don't think it's possible for me to use up that amount of PS on my shots nowadays. Also, there should have been a boss spawn. I don't think we ever saw it, or I wasn't paying attention enough to see it. To be fair, with the amount of thing, yeah, I don't think it would have done much. More damage, you say? Okay, I think that's max fire rate. So from this point onwards, we should either not see fire rate or we won't see it change if we do see fire rate. But we shouldn't see fire rate turn up anymore. E69 unit. Okay, fire rate turns up, but does nothing. Yep. I can make the time scaling more aggressive, I think is the first thing I'm thinking. Because you do get a lot of damage pretty easily, and shooters multiply that so much. PS multiplies it as well. So... yeah. Does that fix it? Seems to. Cool. I just need to see a gate to ensure. Yeah, that's the one thing I thought of. Okay. Is this a changeable value, or do I need to have something else for setting this? See if this works. Okay, let's get the ID for the layer then, because that should work. And see if this fixes our problem. Okay, we're looking for a gate to spawn so we know that it's drawing over the text over the gate. It is not. How do I do this then? Because if I just do this like this, it's gonna fuck with it immediately, right? I saw that flicker. Shouldn't work. Okay. Fuck it. We're gonna move the code over to the projectile drawer. Because I'm lazy and I cannot be fucking arsed. Okay, give me a fucking gate so I can see. Yep, works. Cool. So there was ways to do that. I'm just very tired at this point and very not caring. So we're starting to take the more standardized approach and not doing the fucking weird, wacky, wild shit that I was thinking was fun. But there we go. So now we have a little bit of a green lane. For our shite to spawn. Hope that looks more interesting. And what we could do is, do I want to do that? Do we want to add borders to the lane as well? Because if I add borders to the lane, then I'm probably also going to make it so the lane is visually in every room. So this no longer cares about room shit. So the first one would be 0, 0. X scale would be lane gap. Y scale would be res height. Rotation is 0. Color can be C gray. No, let's go brown. Can I do brown? Fucking brown's not there apparently. Really? Wait, you don't have brown? The fuck do you have then? You have fuchsia, but you don't have brown. Fucking what? See how fuchsia looks then. And then we'll also do this at 0.7 alpha. How can you not have brown? Just simple brown. God, that looks so bad. Okay, no, not to no to that. C. To be fair, I am being lazy by doing these constants. I want to stress this. You can just do hex code for this. It is not like that is exactly what you're meant to do if you're not being lazy. But for prosperity's sake, that works, right? Okay, cool. This position would be this. And then this would be no, that's still lane gap, right? So this is one weakness that we have with what I did. How do I want to handle that then, instead of doing the fucking instances like this? Because this just seems stupid. Which does mean we can pull that stuff back from the projectile. Something I would far prefer to have all just here. Because if we do this, it's going to overlay over the other objects. Oh yeah. If instance exists. Oh, projectile. With a projectile. There. Right, back to it. So this should look really bad now because it goes back to the problem we had a second ago. Now I'm gonna try and figure out the best way to resolve that, which is everything's getting drawn underneath. The thing. I doubt that's gonna fix it, right? Depth equals... Really? Depth is at 100, so we just need 99 then. Fuck it. See if that works. Oh, hello? Wait, lag there? I want to see if a gate is fucked or not, and if I need to move it back to just being on the gates. Yeah, okay. Fucking alright then. Draw. By the way, if you're wondering why we had to add draw self, it's because it naturally draws itself. However, by not having draw self, by creating the draw event, we now are creating its draw, so it no longer draws self naturally. As a weakness of GameMaker that is not clear unless you know what you're doing with it. We don't have to worry about that with the UI because it's drawing the sprite, and we are putting a sprite on the target, so... Damn. I got 2 shooters but lost 1 in the process. A lot of fire rate coming through. It's not that great unless I can get like an obscene amount of it. I like how jittery it gets if I just hold the position. And I can fix that. It's very easy to fix that. Damn it. Okay, we currently don't display high score. That's another thing we can sort out, but again, it's kind of part of that, like, I kind of want to have a high scoreboard. We'll see. So I said I was going to fix the jittering that the player has when you're holding directly on center. It's as simple as... that, because now it doesn't care if it equals. Oh no, it still kind of jitters a little bit. Yeah, I don't care enough. Alright, you know what, let's call it here for today. We've added quite a bit to our system. So next week we're going to wrap up. I've got to do some research between now and then on how to do the ad implementation and see if I can figure out a good method for doing like a high scoreboard, because I think I know what I need to do, but I don't know if I can do it for free is the short answer. We'll see. But I'll do some of that research. And next week, guaranteed we finish. If we don't get all of those in that I've suggested, it doesn't happen. I will, however, stress what we will do is once this is over next week, I will package this project up. It will be put on the Ko-fi for like a New Zealand dollar, which is really fucking cheap. However cheap I can make it, whatever. And you can get the source code for this. I will also try and see if I can get it uploaded onto the iOS and Android stores. And I will explain the process for that once I've done it. And if I see any improvements or updates, I will do kind of like finishing those features if I do figure it out at a later stage. I will update the project accordingly. And anyone that had bought it before, I'm pretty sure I can make it if you've bought it once, you can get like future updates for it. So with that being the case, that's what we'll do. But yeah, this game has progressed quite a bit for a game that basically has nothing in it. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again next week. Same place, same time, all that shite. Yeah, I don't think I've got much else to say, so I think it's just a sign off slightly. So I do apologize this week. We've had a lot of like only 2-hour streams or around that. I guess my stream stamina is kind of down a little bit at the moment because of the other stuff that is going on and general stuff. We'll see what we can do about it, but assignments do be wildin' as it is. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. You're awesome, stay awesome, and I hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye-bye.